Welcome back, my fellow Dumpkins, to Oxygen Not Included. Today we are playing more of the Spaced Out DLC Alpha, and there has been a few changes here recently based on a couple of patch notes. The two most significant ones that I know of is that plug slugs now output variable amounts of power based on how hungry they are. I just got it figured out. But that's alright. I feel like it was a little bit too powerful, but now we got to figure out, okay, how much, food do we want to feed them for how much power we might get out of them, and whether or not wild or tamed is the right way to go. So, things are changing, trying to balancing it all. So things are changing and we're trying to balance it all out. That should be interesting. Alright, so last time we left off here, Camille had delivered our little robot to the surface down here. Now, unfortunately, he had a dead battery, but was still somehow able to drive after the most recent updates or whatever. Even though it wasn't necessarily in the patch notes. The poor little guy's battery is dead. Aww. So, Camille, you need to come back to Sludgax here. We gotta fill you up with a new one, and we're gonna go back there and try to build up a spot. So, if you could hop on this thing here and bring your space slugs back, that would be awesome. I tell you what, like this, the one I'm seeing up here with all of the carbon dioxide, I'm feeling like a silo is gonna be the right idea. Not only that, I think we need some more rockets. We gotta go send these rockets all over the place. So since my main source of power here might not be quite as powerful as it used to be, I'm gonna go down here and throw in a coal generator. Easy way to get a little bit of power. Plus, I need more carbon dioxide for more rocket fuel. That'll be useful. The other thing is, from my other location over here, I have plugged in this unit down here, and I have liquid pipes running to the warp pipe input. So if I go back to my main base over here, I know we gotta jump all over the place here. It's gonna be hard to follow. But what I've done is plug this in here. So now I've got a liquid reservoir and a gas reservoir that's coming out of the warp pipe output. So I need to activate that. And I should be able to end up with crude oil over here. Which means I can then convert this into whatever it is I need. So what that means is I should have the ability to actually take my liquid over here. So I should be able to end up with petroleum over here, which would be useful for plastics and all that good stuff. Oh wait, you're already here. Hi, Camille. Oh, look at that. We're already supplying to this thing. Nice. Is there like a power switch or something? How do we power that thing up? I don't know, but Monk's working on it. So here's another thing. We do have access to space up here, so therefore we have many lucks that we can actually tap into. So if we can get our solar panels up and running, that would be awesome. All right, so next thing that I need to do here. Oh, yes. Yes. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is to dig up here and get into this area. That way I can put some really hot refining equipment right up in here. That's also fairly close to where we have the output pipe. And I'll build up a little park sign along the way. That way, when we go past all of the sleet weed up here, we can get a nice little morale bonus. Oh, hang on. Oh, maybe even some more. Camille, you don't necessarily need to sleep in here. That was just an idea. You can come back. All right, so let's go ahead and get this crude oil moving. So let's come on down here and activate this. There we go. I like that little animation. Bottom's got it. There we go. Ta-da! All right. So that's been activated. Excellent. Good job, dupes. All right. Another thing that they're doing over here is they're just going to build up a pipeline so that we can feed this oil reservoir. And we're going to feed it from the warp pipe output. We should probably just dig down and do some stuff there, but I guess I can do that too. Why not? I don't think we're gonna hit any temperatures or nasty germs, so have at that too, dupes. All right, there they go. They have plenty of things to do. There we go, that's been activated. And now we're bringing in crude oil. Awesome. Temperature that it's flowing in at is 55 degrees. Let me just check this on the other planet real quick. It's the same temperature, okay. So all of that's preserving, it's just kind of running from one spot to the other. Okay, what is next? All right, so one thing I noticed, at least with this rocket, is that it's not refilling. Like, I don't think it knows that this pipe is there. Okay, rebuilding the pipe didn't work. I'm not 100% sure. Having a hard time getting more fuel into this thing. What if I rebuild it with a different engine and then go back to carbon dioxide? Well, we're definitely building it. All right, well, it's nighttime. Let's take a look at our slugs to see what they're doing here. Power-wise, you can see that our wild plug slug over here, who is happy, is doing 100 watts. These ones over here are only doing 40 watts. This plug slug, which has the 1,500 calories, is doing 400 watts. And the one to the left of that, who has many calories, is still generating 1,200 watts. So, there's something to it. I found out that I can get rid of the door as well. So I'm definitely generating enough power from just the slugs here, but I don't really know how much they're consuming at the moment. Interesting. And here's another thing. When they're first kind of growing up and they go from being a baby to an adult, they have maximum calories, and they have it for what seems to be a fairly reasonable amount of time. So I mean, there's a lot to this. There's a whole strategy that's still exploitable, and if we can figure it out. All right, so with this coal generator, I need to treat it just like I do with my hydrogen generator. Only allow it to run for a certain amount of time throughout the day. If we're still going to use the slugs to their fullest potential, then we need to be mindful of that. All right, let's take a look at our rocket here. Ooh, we were able to put a sugar thing in here, and we do have sucrose. I guess we've already loaded it up. However, I didn't really want this to be here. Space above the rocket is blocked. Tell you what, we'll remove that module. Things aren't necessarily looking good up here. Sorry, guys. However, we can build a new rocket over here. Oh! There we go. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Above this one. Above. Okay, maybe. We gotta be careful here. Saving my game. There we go. Okay, one other thing that I can do now for power, since we are at this point, is I can build a solar panel. Now, you might be thinking, oh no, you don't have glass. Well, as Nafi pointed out on Discord, yes, we do have glass. Matter of fact, we have lots of glass. Glass. How about that? So as it turns out, I actually have a lot of glass, and I can use this for our solar panels. Deconstruct buildings. If I wanted to get rid of the POI thing, I can actually deconstruct that. That is 400 kilograms. Each solar panel only takes 200. So, yeah, we have like all the solar panels we'd ever need right here. Oh, and check out our room up here. We have a nature reserve. Haha. Morale +6 for just running through there to go up into space and then get drenched and all that fun stuff. All right, we might have to be careful about how we dig over here. There's a lot of sand. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of redecorate this room just a little bit. We'll replace it with some nice granite right here, and we'll leave glass between the floors. All right, so there we go. We've got a bit of glass now. Power! Yes. Okay, I'm having an issue, and I don't know how to fix it. Oh wait, is it flowing? Is it actually filling this thing up? Have I managed to fix it? I have. Ha! Alright, awesome. And it looks like we've dug out all of this stuff here. This doesn't look like a very nice place to be, but that's okay. We'll mop it up. It'll be fine. And we'll just keep digging this way, because I want to get to that crude oil over here. Ceiling collapse. Uh-oh. We're doing okay. Who's suffocating? Jen. Quick. So that was nice that they gave me this nice notification over here to let me know. You kind of got to keep... Oh no, another one! We're just doing a little redecorating, not a big deal. See, much better. Looks like we're doing okay with the carbon dioxide. We don't have a ton of it though, so this is taking a little while to fill up. I really need to start burning something. I just want to take a moment here to tell you that I recently launched a class on watchitprint.com where you can learn Fusion 360 by designing a large format Delta 3D printer. That's real and you can build it yourself. The whole idea here is to gain experience and become efficient within the software. And you'll do that by designing this large assembly right here. And I just want to let you know that this is doable with as little as a personal license. Now that's the larger project, but if you're new to CAD and you're just looking to get started here, I recommend just running through the level 1 training right here. It's completely free and that'll get you up and running fast. So then you can feel what it's like to actually hold something that you've designed yourself. It's pretty cool. Again, you can find that at watchitprint.com. Thank you for your time. Now back to the show. All right, so for my next project here, essentially we're working on the solar panels. All we got to do is get those built. That shouldn't be too terribly hard. If I build a ladder right there, then I should be able to dig out all of that. And then dig right here. Boom. Clear out all of that stuff. All right, what else do I want to do down here? I think what I need to do is put an auto sweeper right down here. And this one I can use for eggs. I've yet to still automate all of my critters. I just have lots of eggs where they shouldn't be. So try to sweep those up, get them out of there. Also make sure I'm harvesting up the sulfur. I need that. Let's take another look at my research real quick. Ooh, that's what I need. Polymer press in the oil well. Yes, might as well just keep going for the little mini gas thing as well. Just keep rolling on the research. I'm seeing a lot of hydrogen up here, maybe because that isn't enabled. That, or I don't have a lot of oxygen. That might be it too. Which is probably because I opened this up a little bit more, so oxygen's kind of flowing up there. As I dig out more, it takes a little bit more space for things to go where they want to go. So here we can see hydrogen moving, although it's not very efficient. See, that's where a little small gas pump would work great. What I really need is like an AND gate here so I can do a little bit of pressure and stuff like that. That way I can get at least a full puff each time, but oh well. Is what it is right now. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We're collecting that hydrogen, we're replacing it with so the oxygen can flow up. That's good. So if we take a look at our power again, this slug's 340, has calories, but is glum, 800. Is starving, and therefore is 0. All right, starting to make a little bit of progress here inside of this nice cold biome. There's the thermal nullifier. Real nice, in case we need to deal with a little bit of heat. And we do have hydrogen nearby, so that's awesome. We also just unlocked the oil refinery, the natural gas generator, and the petroleum generator. Perfect. So if we head back over here, so what that means for me is I can go ahead and build up an oil refinery. I could probably just do it right around here, wherever I want. Now there's a good chance we might actually just come up right here, so probably want to set this back just a little bit. That way I can kind of maintain the same pathways inside of my base. But there we have it, an oil refinery. That'll be nice and useful. I can also build a petroleum generator, which is going to be very handy, although I want that to be inside of a power plant, so I might just kind of bump that back over here a little bit. So the nice thing about this is that it's going to put out carbon dioxide at 500 grams per second, which normally would not be a good thing, except for I need to fuel my rockets. So you know what? I'm going to build this right over here, but I'm going to bump it back from the edge just a little bit and kind of give it a small lip. So if I were to build this up right here, then I could do something like that with a gas thingamabob there. A little bit of automation to figure out what type of gas is there. If it's carbon dioxide, then I will activate it. And then right next to that is going to be the petroleum generator. Awesome amount of power. It's also going to have a liquid output, which is water, which again happens to be in kind of a prime location because I need to pump water, well, basically back over here so that I could get more crude oil. Now the trick is, if I want to end up with water positive inside my base, at some point I need to take crude oil and convert it to petroleum using heat. That way I can end up with a net positive. One of the things that happened here in my game, I guess I kind of built the map earlier before they had geysers and whatnot. There was something about point of interest overlapping or whatever. So I actually don't have what you probably will have, which is some geyser somewhere that gives you a little bit of water. So I need to actually create a way to make water from basically nothing if I want to have a continuous source of water. So to do that, I'm going to need to use heat in order to convert crude oil into petroleum, so therefore I end up with a net positive for my water. Because normally it's not going to be quite a positive thing. So I'll have to figure out where I'm going to get that heat from, but until then, I can at least start to move things back and forth and get things rolling. You know what, let's go ahead and see what's inside of this spot right here. I haven't checked that out just yet. Thank you, Monk. Ooh, hey, a neural vacillator, nice. Camille. There's a chance you might get that really happy buff, so come on up here. I could really help you out, especially when you go to jump on that rocket. And what do we have? Yes, sunny disposition. Stress minus 20% per cycle. Aren't you happy? Well, let's go ahead and rummage through some of these lockers too. Yes, park sign. We'll turn the neural vacillator into a park. Hey, guess what we just unlocked? The oil well. Back over here, we're gonna slap one of those down. What do you want? Lead? Cobalt? Let's make it out of lead. I think it still has an overheat temperature of like plus 2,000. Yes. So you can make that safely out of lead, no problem. Constantly checking this side for germs, like, you never know. Could be horrible. Oh, that's gonna give off natural gas over here. What's the temps over there? Not too bad. Does it tell me how hot the natural gas is gonna be? Doesn't. I'm gonna suspect that it's hot. I can't recall the last time that I actually had something like this where where heat wasn't a problem. But what do we have down here? Oxygen, natural gas is gonna be, we have oxygen down here? Man, you're awfully efficient, Slickster. Oh, isn't that thing adorable? Jeez. All right, let's get back on focus. So if I do this number here, and then we just kind of wall it in, then I should be able to put a gas pump down here and detect when it is natural gas, and then pipe that over here like this. Now, do I care what kind of gas goes through there? Probably. I'm trying to make use of this free energy filter thing as much as possible, just to see how many times I can do it. So if you go then, otherwise, then it's probably oxygen or carbon dioxide. But anyhow, that's what we're building up over here. We got the petroleum generator system going in here, the oil refinery going in there. Oh, we found some snazzy suits that came out of these lockers here. Ada, you can have one of those. Catalina. Oh no, never mind, desktop, you can have that. Alright, so I've got a lot of build commands over here and there, so really nothing's gonna happen except for just building stuff for the next couple of cycles here. So, oh boy, poke shells. This game really wants me to deal with all the critters. I haven't done it yet. I haven't figured out. Alright, one more thing, since the game is literally twisting my arm saying, hey, you need to deal with your critters. Okay, critter. Yeah, critters are gonna go at least this far. And then we'll do this number, because apparently I need to keep doing it. Alright, so there we go. Automation. Oh boy, there's a lot of... This is where I wish I had that blueprint mod. There we go, there we go. Yeah. That one, that one, that one. Memory toggle. Connect the dots. This. Alright, there we go. So now we've got even more stuff being built over here. And that is critter eggs. This is critter eggs. Copy, copy, copy. Oh, we need power for all of that too. Okay, like I said, many commands. A lot of stuff is happening. We're not going to get to it anytime soon. So I think it's time to go out there into space again. So let's go right up on up here. I think I already have the rover loaded up. We have more carbon dioxide in there, at least I think enough to get to where we need to go. It says range maximum 5 tiles. I really am only going from here to there, so. We'll go up here, we'll change the destination, 2 tiles. And for the crew, we'll change the crew. Make that Camille. And I think we're ready to go. Okay, acknowledge warnings. Launch. Let's take a look at the temperature here real quick. Oh, carbon dioxide is hot. Check that out. Good to know. How hot is it? I think I saw 400 degrees Celsius there for a moment. Yeah, look at that one. 367 degrees. And look at all that carbon dioxide. Kilograms and kilograms of carbon dioxide. I think there's enough carbon dioxide to refuel the rocket coming out of that thing. And there's probably a little bit of heat that we could recover as well as power or something like that. In flight, orbiting for another 90 some seconds. All right, we have reached orbit. Let's go ahead and deploy this. Okay, we're gonna try right over here this time. There should be an animation for this. And there it is. Nice. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my rocket real quick before we end up without any oxygen. We'll change your destination right back here. There you go. All right, so let's play with the little scout rover here. So it's doing a thing. I don't know if I want to build that there. We'll leave that alone. Come on down here, do this little number. So it has a chemical battery that it started off with, 180 kilojoules. Ha, that is cool. Ooh, gold amalgam, aluminum pips, bunch of arbor trees. Arbor trees are going to be really useful, especially for the wood because of all the carbon dioxide they give off. Yeah. All right, let's see how the spaceship's doing. Camille's sleeping up there. Are we generating power? Yes, we still are. Our wild space slug is doing his job perfectly. We don't need a lot of power. We just need enough to keep this thing running. Still building away here. And little robot's doing his thing. Ha! Look at how happy he is about digging it up. Super happy. All right, so now that I know it's a chemical battery, and I don't really have to worry about it running out, I'm gonna go ahead and build up the airlock up here. That way I can come down here and I can actually build a dupe station if I really wanted to. Oh, you know what? It doesn't seem to be capable of building the airlock. It's supplied to it though. I wonder if I just had kind of a random situation last time where I was able to do some things that I shouldn't be able to do. In that case, cancel. Let's see if you can build a porta-pod here. Yeah, it seems to be able to build a porta-pod, so can I activate it? No, it takes a dupe to activate it. Okay, so I can't activate it, but I can build it up. So I can really get just about everything ready for dupes. That's kind of the idea, right? Can you build an oxygen diffuser? Yes, you can. How about some ladders? How interesting. Camille, have you not landed the rocket yet? No, you have. Okay. You can leave. It's okay. There you go. Welcome back, Camille. Oh gosh, we're building up another one of these already. And it looks like we have more carbon dioxide. Awesome. Okay, so we can do some interesting things with this rocket. Moving back to our new planet here, what I'm using the little scout rover to do is I'm trying to build up, I think what it's supposed to be used for. Essentially, I'm having like a little bit of a starting biome. So when I send dupes here on the landing craft, some things are already built out for them. Vin, what's going on over here? You guys are doing all right, right? You just can't breathe. There is oxygen over here still, yes? Who's trapped? Me! Aha. Watch this trick. Ta-da-ta-da! What? What is this movement? Oh, they got the little arm that comes out to grab the ladder. Oh, that's cool. Okay, the real question is, what if I give you some power? Can you charge yourself up? And wait a minute. Just wait a minute. What if we launched a whole bunch of these on a rocket just to our own little orbit, like right here, right there, and then landed them back on our home planet and just had a swarm of bots inside of our base trying to help us build stuff? Is that possible? I'm gonna have to save the game again. Okay, we're gonna set the destination to our own orbit. So just kind of leave the ground here. Do we have what we need in here? Yes, we do. Launch. Yes, carbon dioxide. Star map. Deploy. Yes. Oh no. I'm sorry, Clay. I'm really sorry. Success. Oh. And do tell me he starts working. He does. Now let's go to the rocket. Okay. Change destination. Right back down to the surface. Meow. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well that one crashed a little bit. Let's try it again. Attempt number 2. We're going to deploy this back down here. We'll try it again. Boop. And now it's happily doing its thing. I go back to the rocket. We change its destination. Right back home. And there's the rocket. Let's change the crew to all. There you go. And Camila's out. Awesome. Yes. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Good job, little scout rover. Oh, I don't think it likes that. I wonder how many of those I could launch onto my planet. You know, if one doesn't work, what about 2? Yeah. And I'll tell you this. If the scout rover can't be deployed on my own home planet, well, then at least I do have this thermal nullifier right here, which might happen to be, you know, right in line with what would be a pretty good silo. Alright, so meanwhile, my little scout rover over here has already completed everything. Nice, we just need to do some more stuff then. How about you dig on down here and make a spot for some food. You can get a fair bit done with just one of these little guys. 150 kilojoules still left. If only my starting biome wasn't so weird. You know, I'm kind of avoiding going into areas where I know there's going to be oxygen simply because I can't build a door. I think the right idea would be to just cap it off. You know what? I wonder if they have enough for like, if I had glass here, I wonder if I could get that up and running. Can I harvest mealwood? Not that I really wanted to do it, but it doesn't register the little scout rover as like errand running. That's weird, but it does seem to follow priorities. It's probably a pretty good reason why this crashed when I mixed it with all my dupes. I wonder if we can store stuff. All right, so here we go. We're going up here. This is a longer reach, but I wonder if it's going to be capable of doing it. Oh yeah, no problem. If I say all to that, yes, it'll store stuff up. Ha! I think Sweepy was just outplayed by a scout rover. There we go. I can store my little organics right in there so they don't off-gas and fill this place with nasty polluted oxygen. We don't want that. Not for our new dupes just showing up. Hey, we completed some more research. And what is this? Valve miniaturization. Okay, so that's small little pumps and stuff. Wow, look at this biome. Huh. This is cool. Whoa, look at how much material is on this planet. Look at all this gold amalgam and aluminum everywhere. And an aluminum volcano. Ooh. Did you just... My scout rover just gained a skill. Congrats, little rover. Alright, one more time here. Let's just see what happens. I do have 2 scout rovers now. Okay, they both haven't been supplied yet. This one's been supplied. Enable auto delivery. Alright, so I've saved the game. Let's try this one more time. Let me go ahead. We're going to change the destination. We'll set it right up here. Launch list incomplete. Let's go ahead and just throw some crew in there. I want to see if this works. We'll try to deploy 2 to this planet now. Now, I'm guessing if one causes the game to crash, two should definitely have it. All right, there we go. Let's launch it up. Perfect. To the star map, to the spaceship. Deploy. Okay. One. Deploy number 2. Oh boy, this has got it. What are the chances that this works? I'm gonna go about with like 2%. And they have landed. All right, now technically, I don't know if they can actually get all the way over here. Maybe they can. I think that gap might be too big, which is why I'm thinking this might possibly work. All right, the rocket's coming back. If I say May, I want you to navigate over here. You can't, but you can navigate over there. Haha! The commands are not actually connected. Dig. Who's going to do it? Dig. Ha 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 ha. I can't believe it. It's actually working. So what if I tell these little robots here to go ahead and do some traditional digging? This is actually working. And have we resupplied yet? Because, Okay, back in the other location, check this out. We found ourselves a gold volcano and some Drecos. Nice. Now, I'm not so sure this is actually going to stick around. I'm a little worried about creating an unstable save. So far, this is working, and it sure does seem like I could keep adding more and more scout rovers over here to kind of dig up anywhere where my dupes actually can't get. So if I figured out a way to navigate all the way down here and build everything I want, I could do it all with scout rovers, and then just poke through a hole and then have the dupes do it. But if they had any power left, then I might have some issues. Okay, so just out of curiosity, if I let these rovers over to where my dupes are, let's see what happens. Let's see how they navigate this too. Okay, they kind of do it weird like. Whoa, they're synced up. This is awfully efficient right here. All right, moment of truth. Oh, Turner's getting in on the action. And the robots are free. Wait for it. Wait for it. Picking up copper ore. They're heading over here. Why is my game not crashed yet? What is going on? Why does this work? This is working. What? They haven't crashed. Are they both over there? Or I just see one rover. Where's the other rover? Where are you going, rover? Navigating, crash. What? What? Why does this work? Oh, there it is. There it is. Freaked out. Okay. Alright, so while having a scout rover on your main base would be truly amazing, as you can see here, it doesn't necessarily seem to be all that stable. So I'm going to avoid it, that way I don't accidentally paint myself into a corner that I can't get out of. So let's remove this module. We will try to run scout rover to another place once I find it. Until then, let's go ahead and focus on some other things, like the oil refinery and power and all that good stuff. Okay, so one thing that we definitely need to get done here, we need to get some solar panels up in here. That, and I think I need some coal. Do we have coal over here that I could send over? We do. All right, let me go ahead and activate that. And then on my third little home here, we're just going to go ahead and dig down there and then kind of reveal certain areas. We'll see just how far we can go with this one little scout rover. The little guy seems to be doing a good job. What we're doing over here, I think we're doing okay. Just building that stuff up. Nice, we got the oil well all set up here. So that's ready to accept a little bit of water. If we can get some of that. I guess I already have some over here. So I can actually build that up. If I wanted to. I think leaving a little bit of water over on this side is a good idea. For example, if we just put a little plumbing thing right there, we can run in there. And you know what? We already have a nature reserve here. Nice. You know what? It sure looks like this planet didn't activate until I got here. Because this gold volcano has no gold around it. And if you look at the heat, it's vacuum. Yeah, nothing there. Of course, if you look at the aluminum, now there's a little bit of aluminum liquid there. And I don't think it was doing that before. I wonder if these things wait to activate until you get to them or something like that. That's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on when I go to visit other places. Because you can definitely see that this is active now. So if there's one thing that I can do, which I don't know if I can build it or not. Ah, see, that requires a duplicate. This might output a decent amount of heat. I might have to be careful. Or maybe it's just not outputting enough to actually cause it to flow over. Maybe that's it. But here we are again. Gold volcano, but check this out. Radium. Ooh. And if I go to germ overlay, no radiation stuff down there. We do have some slime and slime lung. What do we got? A little bit of slime lung. Gosh, I should have looked at that before I jumped in here. Let's dig that up and get rid of it. Look at him go. All right, gonna grab the little slime. All right, how are we doing over here in our home base? Ooh, we're doing pretty good. I think all I need to do is dig this out. We'll actually start harvesting some power from the solar panels. That'll be real nice. That'll go a long way to solve our power problems. Come on, dupes. Boom, just like that. Full power solar panel. Hey, no, Catalina. If you're gonna build it from this side. Oh, Camille. I knew you were going to do that. Look at this. Look at what I found. A Refinery. Bees. Look, they look so adorable, and then they don't look adorable at all, do they? Full of chlorine inside of here, and snow, so it's cold for now, I guess. What an interesting biome. I love this little rover thing. This is awesome. Some of these harder digging errands I can't get through. But we can go down here. Yes, we can find the chlorine. I wonder what all we can... there's so much. There really is like so much we can do with this little rover just to kind of set everything up for your dupes to kind of arrive. And I gotta admit, I'm still doing 50 frames per second and I'm at fast speed here. There's a fair amount going on. We got stuff over here, stuff over there, and on this place, all at the same time. Look at that, 60 FPS. I'm not used to seeing frames in this game. All right, dupes, you guys have achieved a fair amount of stuff here, but what do we need over here that we haven't done already? Ethanol. Ethanol can be burnt for power. We can also grow plants with it, but I don't really need more food. But if I burn it for power, that would be a petroleum generator. That's going to generate carbon dioxide and polluted water. There's our polluted water source that we can then convert to oil and run somewhere else. The only thing is that we'll want to produce a lot of heat. So I'm gonna have to put it somewhere cold. Something like this, looks like a good spot. Or right here, any of that would work. Tell you what, if I built it here, then the liquid's nearby, so I already have that. Tell you what, I'll build it right there. All right, so there we go. Petroleum generator, smart battery, kind of separated from each other so that the heat doesn't kind of all pool into one spot right there. Then we've got ethanol. We can actually circulate this around a lot to keep everything cool for a good amount of time before we run it, and generate some power. The water that comes out of that, boom, goes over there. We also got carbon dioxide will flow down here, but that's not a big deal. We already can take care of some of that. If we do have extra, like I said, we already get a gas pump down here. That's doing natural gas. We can also do carbon dioxide if I wanted to throw that through there as well. We would just filter it on the other end. Interesting. There's so many different ways to think about how to do your stuff now because there's multiple locations. Some of them you can teleport between and others you can't. Like I said, it's a whole new game. It's just so fascinating. All right, so what I did over here is actually just kind of uncovered a little bit of oxalite. That should bring in some oxygen down here. All right, so I've got all 3 solar panels up and running. That should generate a humongous amount of power for me, for my little base that doesn't really use all that much. I've also got the oil refinery going in, plus petroleum generator, both here and in the other location. Nope, this one. That guy right there. And then this is set up, so it might actually start to run here pretty soon. And we've navigated all the way down here into what has to be the coolest biome I have seen yet. Look at all these volcanoes. That'll be awesome. Although, if we're not careful, it might get a little bit warm around here. Ooh, yeah, see that? And I tell you what, the Scout Rover is one cool little game mechanic. I love it. But at any rate, that's all I got time for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.